Middleton Farms is where small town charm meets modern convenience. Nestled in Nash County, just minutes away from downtown Zebulon, this new community by Ashton Woods offers beautifully designed single-family homes in a relaxed country setting. With direct access to Highway 264, commuting to Raleigh's job centers, top restaurants, and entertainment is quick and easy, just 30 minutes to drive. Let's go check it out. All right, come on in, let's go check out the forest. Hey Ken,
Welcome.
how are you?
It's been forever.
I know,
Good
good to see you. Come on in. So today we're here with Ken.
Hey.
And we're going to be exploring the forest, which is 1,800 square feet approximately.
Yes, it's a one-story home. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and it is one of our most popular one-story homes.
Nice, and I love the name.
Yeah,
and you can get this on backing up the forest,
yes,
which is really
yes,
nice.
that is.
We're all about forest and private property, so it's a nice option.
And so I guess we'll kind of get started.
Yes.
Where we're standing at right now, in this super spacious area, is the foyer. So as you can see, it's quite substantial.
Yes.
I think this is kind of what catches people off guard at first. Again, on the plans, it doesn't look like it would be this large.
Yep.
Let alone when you're driving from outside. So a lot of people are like, wow, I can actually fit real stuff. And we're like, yeah.
Yes.
Like real
yeah, it's
furniture.
nice. You have some really nice furniture pieces that you have an option to put in. And then we have our, I thought it was going to be a coat closet.
No, for this piece, we actually do our HVAC systems and our furnace stuff a little different.
Okay.
We don't believe that anyone that's not able to should have to try to climb into an attic space to get
nice.
this stuff.
Yes.
So we always put it at a level that's easily accessible.
Very
that
convenient.
way, if you ever need to have someone work on it or get to it, every single thing you could possibly need, you'll actually have a folder copy of all the documents, but you'll also be able to just walk to it and see.
That's great. And then behind Lance, we're gonna go this way.
Yes.
So this is facing the front, bedroom number 1?
Yes. So this one honestly shocks the most people. We did this on purpose because a lot of people have said, oh, that room looks so tiny, I couldn't possibly fit anything. So being able to showcase the comfort level of having 2 beds in here with plenty of space in between.
There's a lot of space in between.
Yeah, we technically could have gone larger than these fulls. The twins, sorry, we could have done fulls and it would have been fine. But as you can see, you also still have plenty of space. You're not like tied up against the closet doors or anything.
Yes. And I love these big windows. Is this a standard size for Ashton?
So we always do larger windows because we believe in lots of natural light for the homes.
Natural light and bright is amazing. Isn't that window big?
Huge.
Yeah.
And now if it's going to be a twin or a single, that's like the giant window, will just depend on the exterior that you choose.
Okay. Perfect. Okay.
So now we'll venture into the next area. And so here we have a guest bathroom or secondary bathroom. And something that a lot of people ask, especially since we just touched on the upgrades, square sinks and that quartz, how much is all of this? We only do square sinks.
Okay.
We only do quartz countertops in all the bathrooms.
So this is a standard?
Yes.
Do we have the option to do other colors besides this, or is this what will be in here?
So for this neighborhood, what we've done is we've made it very streamlined. So I don't have options for other colors in the bathroom, but I do have options for the kitchen.
Nice.
One thing to keep in mind, the upgrades that were done in here are part of a package, and it's just the cabinet and the flooring.
Nice.
When you're looking at purchasing a home with us, one of the things that you'll be able to see are our different design collections. The design collection I put in this house is called our vintage collection. So it's very earthy, rustic tones, a bit more farmhouse feeling to it.
That's very popular right now.
Yeah, so we were trying to make sure that people liked it.
Yes. Yes.
But yeah, so those are the upgrades that we've done in there, as well as thrown some knobs on that cabinet door, since we typically go a bit more towards the modern style with, like, you know, no knobs or pulls unless someone's throwing them up there.
Perfect.
Now
so in between this bathroom, we have the room that we were just in, and we have bedroom number 2 now.
Yes.
So bedroom number 2, is it the same size as the last one?
So it actually is.
Okay. I'm looking
it
going,
feels completely different because of just how we've laid it out.
Yes.
Now the cool thing is we like to showcase how easy it is to transform an entire room into a completely different feel
Right.
with using minimum cost. What we've done here is by using this color technique with the paint and
Look at this
doing the
wall, babe.
trim, it's made this room feel like it's a retreat of sorts.
Yes. It's very serene.
And then the
And
closet space is huge.
There's good closet space in here too. I love the big mirror on the wall.
Yeah.
It really helps open it up and look even bigger as well.
I take a lot of my design inspiration from our models.
Yes.
And I actually just bought a house with Ashton Wood as well.
That's great.
So I've been like, okay, what did we do that with? Where did we get
Yes.
that piece from?
I love your other community there as well.
And so over here, I'll let y'all come this way. So this is the laundry room and this is the garage. So
Nice.
if you're coming from the garage, boom, 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 boom,
There you go.
keep it going.
There we go. And then this, I guess technically we don't have a mud room,
No, so
but
this
we have a
one-
drop-off zone.
Yes.
Okay.
So as you can see, there's plenty of space. What we found most people like to do in this plan is do floating items, whether it's something like this or if it's a shelf that you're putting a catch-all or anything else on.
Yep.
Because
great.
there's just a lot of space for it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And this is like a little tucked away in the corner.
Yes.
Is
So-
this used for like an office space technically or sitting room?
We found that for this home plan, most of the buyers wanted to use this as an office.
Okay.
So this is a full bedroom, closet, everything, but we found it did really work well as an office. So we just wanted to kind of capture that for people so they could envision it.
Yes, and I like that this is tucked away. So we just came through the garage laundry room, so it's off to the left. And then you, all the way on the other side is where the bedrooms where the kids would be running and screaming and playing, and the living room. But again, you're tucked away in this little quiet corner, which is nice.
Yeah, and it's opposite. So the bedroom, you would have to go through a bathroom, a closet, and everything just to reach the other bedroom, the primary. So like you said, it is really far away from everything, and we just thought this was a good space for
It's
an
really
office.
nice. I love this.
And at least you can see large pieces of furniture.
Yes, and
Not-
you still have a lot of extra
Yes.
room still.
Instead of like the tiny pieces that you'll normally see.
Yes.
And you're like, come on now, this is like college dorm furniture.
Yeah.
That doesn't work in that room.
Yeah, and then you even still have some sitting space on the other side as well.
So this one's fun. Now we're gonna get into the kind of heart of the home, as most people like to
Our
call
favorite part, the kitchen.
it. So you can follow us this way. I almost feel like we're on, but I mean, nowhere near that price range. Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
Yes.
With
this-
like the old guy that used to do. And this week we've got Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. You're like, oh my god.
Yeah, so this time, what would it be?
Um,
Lifestyles of the affordable
Oh, is that-
rural living.
Affordable and famous.
There we
Yes.
go, affordable and famous. Okay, so as you can see, it's a very spacious, open kitchen.
Yes.
And something that's actually pretty neat. Remember how I talked about the quartz countertops in the bathrooms?
Uh-huh.
So any of our packages, all of them are going to have quartz countertops as well.
Nice.
But say someone doesn't want to do any upgrades, they just strictly want to get in the house. They want the space, but they don't really care about the styling of it.
Right.
We still offer granite as like our origins collection.
Uh-huh.
So as opposed to ugly styles, that's the only way I can say it.
Yes.
We have like a really pretty granite option that would just come automatically.
Perfect.
Same with like the flooring. You would still have LVP flooring in all of these areas.
So it's not carpet. You
No,
don't
the only
exchange that.
carpet that'll be in the entire house will be in your bedrooms.
That's
in
nice.
the bedroom areas.
Okay, that's a
Now-
good option. So if someone's looking just for affordability,
Yes.
you still have a good standard option to plug and play.
Exactly, because we get a lot of people might be right there at their budget, and it's not necessarily that they can't go higher. They just might have other
Right.
obligations.
And some people don't want to.
Yeah,
A lot of times, I mean, one of the reasons we relocated here was we wanted affordable, we wanted to have fun, not just live for our
so
house.
safe. Yeah,
And so it's nice that you can get in that $350 or less price point here, and you still can enjoy all the amenities and go on vacations and not have to worry about your
mortgage payment
Yes.
like taking you out.
exactly.
So yeah, no, that's literally been the exact thing people have said. They're like, cool, I can choose to do this stuff, and it's not very expensive, or
Yes.
I can decide, hey, I just want to keep it how you got it.
And it's still affordable. The
yes.
packages here are very affordable in comparison to some other builders.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yes.
So for instance, we have 4 different packages. We have our vintage collection, which is this, more rustic approach.
I'm gonna take a look here.
Then we have our canvas collection, which will have white cabinets with a herringbone pattern. Then we'll have our slate collection. This slate collection will have light gray cabinets with a really cool beveled, very textured like backsplash with a high gloss factor. All of them have different countertops. So you just choose whichever one made the most sense for your style.
Perfect.
And then in terms of pricing, realistically, typically what I see people spend is anywhere between $8,000 and about $12,000, like decking out the house.
$8,000 to $12,000. And a lot of builders out there will be
Yeah.
$30,000 to $50,000 for those same upgrades.
So you could recreate this entire home and this entire package with these light fixtures, like the knobs, every single thing in here. And this package would only run you at about $10,000.
$10,000, that's amazing. So a few questions that I know a lot of
Yes.
women want to know, or men out there who are cooks. Come and teach Lance. Sink.
Yes.
Wide one sink here. Is this standard?
So yes, typically they try to give us an option for the split sink, but if you've had a split sink before, you'll probably notice because of how they're rounded and lifted, you really don't get much space in there.
Most people want the wider now versus the split.
Well, because you can actually fit stuff in
Yes.
there. You can do things. And
So
not
this is
just make it
standard.
pretty. Yes.
Nice. And then next biggest question I get, do we have a gas range option or do we only have electric here?
I don't have gas in the area, and unfortunately a lot of people are terrified of the tanks.
Okay.
So we made an executive decision, no tanks out here, so no one thinks they're about to blow up.
Okay.
So we did these gorgeous electric stoves.
Okay, perfect.
And now these are Wi-Fi enabled as well. So I always tell people before you remove the sticker, please make sure that you scan and register and set up your account so that you can use that capability.
Perfect.
That's all.
So then I guess my next question would be, are we on city water and
Yes.
sewer?
We are on city water and sewer, which is awesome. Oh my
So
God.
even though we're like rural living,
Yes.
we're not really rural. That's
Which is
awesome.
so freaking cool because
Yes.
everyone immediately is like, I don't want to do septic, I don't do
Exactly.
well. You do not have to worry about that.
That's
It's
nice.
not here.
And that's why you have those pool options on some of the lots.
Yes.
Because you don't have to worry about working around that septic
Exactly.
or that well.
You don't have a septic field to be mindful of. Just you would always go through your HOA before putting in a pool.
Yes.
Disclaimer.
Always.
I was like,
And fences.
yes. And we also do 2 other pieces. So one of those pieces, and you might have to come over here and see it. Underneath your sink area, you'll have your switch for both your dishwasher and your disposal. One of the reasons why I like pointing out this feature is, say you've got a party happening or little ones, you don't have them clamoring about those switches and accidentally turning them on.
That's true.
So it is a lot safer.
Yes.
The next piece that we do in every one of our homes, we don't want anyone to ever have a variance in their flow rate of the water. So every single home always comes with a pump standard.
Nice.
So I always tell people, a lot of times when we're out like this, people think, oh, I'm not gonna be able to get this pressure or it's gonna be bad.
Yes.
We don't have those issues because every home just comes standard with it.
That's great.
And then your
then our
pantry.
third is our pantry.
And it's huge.
Store all our food.
Nice.
And do you have the option to put in wooded shelves if you want, or does everything just come standard with the wire racks?
So we like to do the, easy route in terms of like no muss, no fuss, no weird crooked
Yes.
shelves. So we do the racks.
Okay.
Something I found out recently from a home buyer, you can actually buy the wood shelving that literally just goes on top.
Oh, nice.
It's like a casing or something. And I was like,
That's great.
yeah, I just looked at it for my house because I was like, cool. okay.
Cost effective.
Yes, and they're really pretty. I was
Yes.
like, okay.
So this is like a great room. We were just in the kitchen, but we do have that separation with this wall here so that your dining table is tucked away, which is nice. And I like that you have it shown as table for 6, but it looks like it could even do table for 8 if you needed
Easily.
it to.
So if you had a leaf, you could easily do a tub of 8. Again, we like to keep on that theme of showing people how you actually live in a home
Yes.
and not just trying to make it pretty.
Right.
So even though it is pretty, we wanted to show people, cool, I can fit real size furniture.
Right.
Substantial size furniture. So you'll notice this table is large in terms of even the island. Like, y'all are way skinnier than me, but bigger people like me, we can actually sit at that island. Those stools are gigantic.
Yes.
So
Is that 4?
Yes.
Yeah, 4 gigantic
So
chairs.
these are like huge seat
So if you
chairs.
had smaller ones, you could probably fit more in.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we like to make sure that
very
we're
nice.
giving ample space, and we want people to still be able to congregate in a way that allows them, say you're cooking and you've got family or friends over, you're not tucked away from them. You're
Yes.
able to still have
That's
your
true.
separation. Yeah.
Yeah, just like here, it's very nice, spacious living space.
And I like that couch a lot too.
Yes.
I was like, if we don't want to use this couch, can I have it in my new house because I need one?
Yeah.
And they were like, no chance, kid. I was like, cool.
That's fun. And
I
do we
tried.
ever offer fireplaces in this community or no?
So this community, we don't offer the fireplaces.
Okay.
We wanted to keep the space a lot more open so people could decide how they wanted to use it.
Yes.
Which is good because those fireplaces take up a chunk.
They do. So this is a very nice open space. And I like, again, the nice light bright with all these windows in the back here.
Now, something that we won't see on the model home, but it is standard.
Uh-huh.
Every single home has screens for everything.
Okay.
So this slider will have screens with it. So if you just want to open it up for like the summer breeze,
Yep.
it'll have screens.
Perfect.
All the windows will have screens.
And this is the covered patio that you were talking about
Yes.
earlier.
Now, something that's pretty cool, even though it's kind of a dreary, rainy day,
Yes.
one thing you probably noticed inside the home was how much light there was still.
Yes.
Because of us doing those giant windows and how we place them, this is how you still get that overall feel, even when it's dark and rainy outside.
So on a beautiful day, it'll even be more light and bright.
Yes, which is awesome. Now, cool thing is, and this is something that a lot of people probably in your blog may or may not know, some places here do not give you fully sodded lawns.
Okay.
Which is so dumb.
Yes.
Because it's not like you're paying any less for the lawn.
Yes.
So we do fully sodded lawns regardless of the home site.
That's great.
You do not have to worry about seed and straw. You will have a full lawn that is
It's beautiful.
perfectly done, and you don't have to worry about anything.
Beautiful. We love that.
How about the screen and porch?
No, the screen and porch was the 1800 on your own,
Yeah, okay.
approximately.
And
Prices are always fluctuating.
Yes.
So.
And so now follow us. We'll take you into the primary bedroom. Again, I know we've talked about spacious, but I will let you see for yourself just how spacious this is. In terms of styling, we always like to do mixtures. So before you start thinking this is all expensive or, oh God, we did crazy, this is wallpaper. And it's not textured.
It looks like it's shiplap when you first walk in.
Yep. So this
does.
is just wallpaper, and it's not even textured. It is
Yep.
literally just flat wallpaper.
Nope, it's nice and smooth.
We always do a mixture. So say you want to do a bed. This bed is from a company called Four Kings. That nightstand over there, or Four Hands, I'm sorry. That nightstand is from Amazon. And that chair is from Amazon.
There we go.
So this is to show people you can have everything you want without
Yes.
spending a fortune on it.
All about affordability.
Because the most expensive item in this room is actually shocking, and a lot of people
the
will not
mattress.
guess. No, a little
Okay.
different, a little teeny bit different, but that dresser actually costs more than this bed.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
weird. I was like, why?
So we could take a Google picture.
Actually,
and
no,
get
I
one of
lied.
our
I
own?
forgot we used that mirror. We switched the mirror.
Okay.
The mirror is the most expensive thing in the entire room.
Wow.
Because we could not find one that wasn't. we
Oh
were
my
like, oh, they really wanted that look.
And let's see
so-
this bathroom. This
Yes.
bathroom is amazing. Very spacious. And here we go, babe. We're all about the walk-in closet. This is like a room in itself. I love this.
Is
at
that
all
enough
this
room to
space.
put your
See?
clothes?
Yes. That is a lot of space.
You think this would be enough room for your clothes and stuff?
For me, yes. Now we have to find the linen closet for Lance. Just
No, she's not joking.
Oh my God. Well, okay. Well, luckily it's right here.
Oh, yay.
And so-
His and her closet.
We can-
Awesome. There's mine.
We can take out some of the shelving
Yes.
and move it around for you.
This is always our running joke. So again, you have his and her sink, square, very nice.
Not an upgrade, because we've been asked that a lot, and I'm like, who hurt you? I was like, no.
And one thing I noticed, all the builders, and I never noticed this before until recently, we don't have drawers anymore.
So
Are we getting away from this?
Still, but not in every house.
Okay.
It'll depend on the size of the actual sink area.
Okay.
As to whether or not we can fit them.
Okay.
Now, we opted not to do them here so that I could keep all the packaging a lot more affordable.
Okay.
Because it did raise it up when we were doing our pricing a couple
Right.
of thousand. So we were like, no.
And like I said, across the triangle, I'm starting to notice this, especially under 400,000.
Yeah.
When you're in that 3 to 350, I'm starting to notice we're not seeing the drawers here.
Yes, and so what we did to combat that drawer, basically deletion, we've actually, and you'll probably notice this, our depth of our perimeter cabinets, so if it's in the bathroom or the kitchen, they're all much deeper than you would normally have. So the space that you get compensates for that deletion.
So you just have to do the organization of the shelving underneath. Okay, perfect.
To which I just found out on Amazon, they make the little tiers that slide out, and I was like,
That's
sweet.
nice.
I've been having to shop so much for my house. I'm like, okay, cool.
Right.
Find a little.
And I have
things.
one of those little blocks here, and you open up each, and it has all your makeup and everything, but it looks like a little piece of furniture.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So it's
I didn't
very
know that.
spacious.
That would remind me of one of those advent calendars or something if I had like those little blocks.
Yep. And then you have your walk-in shower here, insert. And no packages for options for tile, right?
No
it's just
packages
the
for
inserts.
the shower. When we were doing our survey to see, everyone kept saying that they liked it, but they hated cleaning it.
Yes, this is
So we were like, okay, how do we combat that without being ugly? So we went the fiberglass route.
Yep.
Now this is something that's actually pretty helpful. It seems dumb at first, but we do the shelving. We did the larger fiberglass shelving.
It's
So,
nice having those shelves.
yes, and you can fit real things instead of like something popping off of it every second.
When it gets wet and the bar just slips right off.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that is this home in a nutshell. I'm going to take you back in the kitchen, and this way we can talk about a few other items that I think would be helpful. So in terms of the neighborhood, I know we've talked about the floor plans, the home sites, some of the styling and options. We haven't really gotten down to the nitty gritty of some of the pricing, and that's because I made it very simple for everyone.
We like simple.
Yes. I was like, so I keep a running almost Google Drive with updated information every single week. If at any time your buyers need base pricing or what home sites are open, to review blank contract documents, anything, all they have to do is reach out to you or reach out to me and let me know they're working with you, and I can send a simple link. That link makes me look like I'm OCD. I'm not. He's
very organized.
Yes. So you'll have HOA documents in there, base prices, floor plans, plat maps, regular maps. Like everything is literally labeled in a folder and right there. Nice. And you will see that constantly update. So if you looked at one and it said 3.2, but now it says 3.16, it's because it will always update every single month.
Current pricing. And as far as HOAs, what's HOA fees here?
Super low. So our HOA is only $42 or $504 a year, which is so awesome.
And no pool.
We don't have any pools because I did not want the homes to be tight. And it was going to force us into squeezing them all tight together.
Yep.
So what we decided to do instead was open space areas.
Nice.
We will have 4 open space areas, one of which is already in. It's got lots of open play space, so you can do workouts, yoga, hang out with your family, friends, picnic, as well as benches and like a paved area if you wanted to cook out.
That's great.
Yeah, we just want it to be more about nature since we're surrounded by it here.
Yes, it's beautiful. Zebulon, North Carolina is a rapidly growing town located in eastern Wake County, approximately 25 miles east of Raleigh. As of 2025, there's approximately 11,000 residents and growing. There are so many new construction options, not only here, but surrounding towns like Franklinton, Youngsville, Wendell, Knightdale, Clayton, Roseville, Wake Forest, we have new construction all over the triangle. Although there are not a lot of amenities, one fun fact about the surrounding towns of Raleigh is the fact that you can get to so many other suburbs, like the ones we just mentioned, within around a 30-minute drive on average. And if you're relocating here from a major metro area like we did, we moved here from Southern California, a 30, 45-minute, or even an hour drive, it's pretty normal for us, right?
Yeah, but I think a lot of the places around here, I mean, you 15, 20 minutes, you can get to wherever you need to be.
That's true.
Yeah.
So even within this 30 to 45-minute window, it's definitely a breeze on our highways because we don't have all that traffic and congestion like places like Florida, New York, California. And when it comes to the housing market, Zebulon's housing market has experienced notable activity. As of first quarter of 2025, the median price point for a home here is around $314,000. Here at Middleton Farms, you'll find single-story home plans starting in the low 300s to around $370,000 as of first quarter 2025. This community is perfect for those looking for a thoughtfully crafted space to call home. You can spend your weekends exploring the historic charm of downtown Zebulon, strolling through the parks, or unwinding in nature preserves. Here at Middleton Farms, you'll get the best of both worlds, peaceful country living with all the modern conveniences you need. One of the draws to living in Zebulon is the cost of living. Zebulon is approximately 16% lower than the national average, making it an affordable option for residents while still being within that 30 to 45-minute drive to all the major amenities. Some of our local favorites are McLean's Old Time Cafe for Southern comfort food. That was actually the first restaurant that we ate at when we came to the Zebulon area.
Woohoo!
And I remember he even bought me chocolate-covered strawberries on Valentine's Day, and they were absolutely the best strawberries I had had.
And I never did anything wrong. I just bought her some strawberries.
Yes. Way to a girl's heart. Food. And recently, Lance over here, he's the carnivore, all about the steak.
Yep.
He recently had a guys' night out at Southland Steakhouse.
Yep.
How was the steak?
It was awesome. It was probably one of the top 3 best steaks that I've had in the area.
Top 3, that's pretty good.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. And for all the coffee lovers out there, the Creative Cup, which is more than just a coffee shop, this mom-owned shop also offers creative workshops. It's been described as a cross between the TV shows Friends and Cheers. They're aiming to be a place where their couch is your couch.
Here we go.
Now we're not going to leave. And then there's the old Raleigh Distillery, which is a family-owned micro distillery by a master blender, Brandon McCraney. The distillery specializes in artisanal blended whiskey. They meticulously craft small batch bourbons using traditional Scottish methods from the 19th century, sourcing barrels from across the United States to create unique flavor profiles. The distillery also features a tasting room with a full bar and event space accommodating up to 200 guests.
Yeah, and it's actually an awesome place to just hang out and have anything because the ambiance of the room is pretty awesome.
We can have your next party there.
Let's do it.
Now, a fun fact, in 2023, Old Raleigh Distillery was honored as the best micro distillery whiskey in the U.S. at the International Whiskey Competition, highlighting its commitment to exceptional craftsmanship.
Yeah, and it's amazing how close it is to some of our favorite places. Going to the Bearded Bee, hang out, have some amazing beer, great atmosphere for the games. Also go to Everest, which is amazing.
What is Everest? Tell them what it is.
It's kind of like a cross between, it's Indian, Thai, they call it, what is it, Napoleon?
Yep, it's a little bit of everything.
But it is the bomb, and if you guys do go there, please ask us because we will tell you what to order because it's amazing. Then next to it, we have some great ice cream places at the general store.
You will find Lorena there.
Yeah, and old candies, like from from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s that you don't find anymore for your kids.
At the general store.
Yeah.
And Hershey's ice cream there too.
Yeah, and then what is it, 42nd, the coffee place?
41 North.
41 North. It's not just a coffee shop. They have amazing desserts and little munchies, and I think they have some type
They have a rooftop now too.
Yeah, and it's great. You can see all of the surrounding areas and have a really good time. So I love it.
Yes, that's one of the nice things with this area here. You can enjoy the little downtown in Zebulon.
Yeah.
You have Wendell, Knightdale, Clayton, Wake Forest.
Yeah.
Literally, Youngsville.
Right there.
You're all within that 15 to 25 minute pocket, which makes it very convenient.
Yep.
So even though you're tucked away, you're less than 5 minutes off the main highway here. It's about 4 minutes away from the old Mudcat Stadium.
Yeah.
Are they still doing games there, or have they relocated to Wilson now?
That sounds like they're going to be doing something in the future, so they might have concerts or
that would be nice.
or they're talking about doing another team. So
That would be great. So stay tuned to see what the Mudcats become.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Ken is going to show us on the map all about the fabulous Middleton Farm community.
Sorry.
Like Vanna White, and what was his
Just
name?
less pretty than Vanna White. I don't know. I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
Yeah. Well, see, I'm Vanna White.
Well, there we go. Yes, I was like,
I can't think of his name.
we're just gonna call me Ken. for
Okay,
it.
and Ken.
So see, we got a pretty Vanna White, and then you've got Ken, so that works. So thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
No, of course. So I kind of just wanted to cover a little bit about the neighborhood.
Okay.
Before we start going around and taking a tour of the home,
Yes.
one of the coolest things that I like to show people is that we have an abundance of two different things here. We've got,
See
and
the
this
abundance.
is, oh, sorry, yeah, here, you can come in. So what you'll usually find when you're in a price point like ours, which is that $299 through that $360, is you don't really have choices.
Okay.
You don't get to choose your home site. It's normally just an inventory home. You can't choose colors. You can't choose anything. We wanted to have both.
Okay.
So if you're following along online and say you're on our website, which is, at our ashtonwoods.com, Middleton Farms, you can go and see our community plan. And then you'll have a little guide or a marker system letting you know these are the sold ones. Here are quick move-ins or inventory homes, which are homes that can move a little bit quicker. Available home sites in blue, which these are saying you can choose and start building from the ground up. And then our model home in gray and future home sites. So with this being said, we've been open since December 14th. Obviously with the holidays, we didn't really get to do too much, but since January, we have sold 10 homes already.
That's great.
I know, it's awesome. And everyone's nice. So if you're coming, please still be nice.
We only attract nice
Okay,
people.
I was like, so far we've had really good ones. Oh my God.
Yes. And just for reference, the time of recording of this video when you're watching, we are in March of 2025, just for reference.
And so with this, the cool thing is, I just opened up a whole bunch of these blue. These blue are available home sites that you could be like, hey Ken, for instance, the home that we're standing in right now is called the Forest Plan.
Okay.
So if you're like, I want to build this home exactly that same way, I currently live in a congested city and I hate it and I want trees, boom. I've got ones that have trees that are protected. You back up to nothing but woods.
That's really nice.
Yeah, it's really hard to come by that, especially since mine don't cost a huge amount. The highest lot premium, and for those that don't know, lot premiums are going to be a price that we attach to a home site just based off of typically what most people are asking. Like if they are like, hey, it's a wooded home site and that is a little bit higher of a cost normally, then it'll reflect that in the lot premium. Now, most people, and I'm sure you've seen this, home sites like that, you're used to seeing them at that like 15 to like 30,000
Yes.
range. Ours don't exceed 8K in the entire neighborhood.
Wow. Even with a wooded lot?
Yes.
That is low.
I know, it's way different.
Yes.
I was able to thankfully get around that by walking every home site and then submitting my plan to corporate. They approved it. So while I don't have any zero home site premiums, we were able to keep them fair across
They're very
the board.
affordable.
Yes.
And what is the average lot size here?
So realistically, closer into that like 0.22
Okay.
acre range.
That's great.
Now, I will say that if someone is looking for a specific size,
Yep.
I've told every one of our buyers, do not sort by the size. It's really going to depend on the shape. For
Okay.
instance, home site 49 is a 0.40 size lot. But home site 26, say you want it to do a pool or something huge or a play area for your kids, this is 0.3, and the usable yard space it gives, even though it is smaller, is greater than 49.
Right.
So please make sure that you're not sorting by any size, because sometimes I can have a 0.3 or a 0.18 home site, and the 0.18 home site has like 60 feet of backyard, and the 0.3 has 10.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
probably not going to be what you want to use.
And that's why it's nice to come here and actually walk the lots and visually
Yes.
see what you're working with, because these are very deceiving. Even the little ones that look like little Tic
Yes.
Tacs, they're very deceiving.
And that's something that's going to be kind of a common theme. Since you pointed on that, I do want to note, if you're looking online, one thing that we get a lot is the home sites look tiny online,
Yes.
as well as the floor plans.
Yep.
Do not let your imagination take you on a weird
Here's
goose
the
chase.
disclaimer.
Yes, well, because this is the fun part. I can actually, as long as they go in, register with you, or you can send their info over and it'll register it for me. I can do a live video walkthrough. I understand a lot of people aren't either here, or they're busy at work, or they can't get out as easily. But it's night and day. I've had 3 buyers now so far that have literally bought without actually coming here, because we did so many video walks. They recorded it. It was easy for them. But that's how you find out which ones are actually going to be conducive to how you live your life,
Yes.
and not just picking it from a random map.
Right. It's all about lifestyle. We are all about lifestyle.
Awesome sauce. So with that being said, we've got 121 home sites that'll be available in total. We have just started, so we are slowly working our way around. This will be a giant loop, and then this is a dead end. So nothing there, just trees. And then,
Lots of trees are good.
Yes.
A lot of people want that serenity.
Well, we don't like doing the concrete jungles.
Yes.
So we don't go in and start like just demolishing all the trees. We try to protect as many as we can.
Yep.
For those that are scared of doing any of the interior home sites, again, book a virtual first. We've done a really cool cascade so that every single home site has a bit of privacy. What that means is, even when I'm doing retaining walls, like right in here or right here, it's massive and pretty.
Right.
Not the ugly retaining walls from days of yore. Like, they're these gorgeous, like brick kind of like colored giant concrete blocks with like black aluminum railing and stuff up top. So way nicer than what most people are expecting when they see that.
Perfect.
So that is the neighborhood in a nutshell for the home sites. In terms of the plans, we actually have 5 different plans out here.
Nice.
We have 3 one-level or ranch home plans, and then we have 2 two-story homes. It's really going to come down to your overall aesthetic as to which one's the right fit for you, but there are some key items that I think kind of set us apart in terms of keeping your pricing very low, but not compromising when it comes to style or getting the home that you want.
Yes, and that's one thing that I love about Ashton Woods is they have your choice of both ranch style homes and 2-story homes, and they range anywhere from 1,200 to 2,200 square feet, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 2 to 3.5 bath. So very spacious. And like you mentioned earlier, your floor plans are very deceiving online. They look small, but we're going to show you one of the most popular floor plans today. That's a ranch style. And it shows very spaciously. And I know for people like us, all of us, fun fact here, I like to add fun facts. We are all from the LBC.
Yes.
Long Beach, California.
We randomly found that out when we were talking.
Yes.
It was awesome.
Yes, and we all lived in ranch homes. So one of the big things that I get asked all the time is, where are all the ranch homes? Because there are so many 2-stories when we relocate to North Carolina. So Ashton Woods, across the triangle, offers ranch style homes along with the 2 stories.
Yeah, that's definitely been helpful. We keep getting asked that a lot because most of the 2 stories or the 1 stories, a lot of the 1 stories are built, but they're built too big. So
Yes,
it's like the only
this is
ones you
true.
can find, you're like, I don't want to spend $500,000.
Yes. I don't
just
want
to
a
get
mansion.
this. You know, they're like, I just wanted like a reasonable one.
Yes.
So we've got 3. We've got our Grove, which will start off in the 290s. This is a 1,200 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house.
Nice.
Then we've got our Timber. This is going to start off in that 305 range, and it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500, 36 square foot home. Then we have our Forest. Now, this is the home that we're in right now. It's going to start off at that 325 range. This is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square foot home. And then we've got our Brook. Now, this is a 2-story. This is a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath house.
Yes.
This is around 2,095 square feet, and it'll start off around 343. And then last but not least, well, I guess technically last, but our Meadow home plan, and this is going to start off at the 353. Now, this is a 4-bed, 3-bath, 2,260 square foot home. Each one of these will have different pieces that kind of make them unique. One thing that every single one of them has, and this is huge because most of the time you're spending about, I'd say anywhere between 9 to about 18,000. Every home we do comes standard with a covered back porch.
Oh, that's very nice.
Yes. So as opposed to you having to pay to upgrade like a structural option, there are
It's standard.
there are no structural options you'll have to upgrade at all. Everything already just comes. We were trying to make sure that just because we were doing affordable, we
Right.
weren't taking away people's ability to live
Yes.
the way they want.
And that's what everybody always wants upgraded is that patio area.
That is always the number one
Yes.
thing so far.
So can you screen it, or is that just something they can easily screen later?
So luckily, it's a very easy thing to do. I lost that battle. I asked for 3 things so that we could stay affordable. I wanted to make sure that we had the covered porches.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure that we had design collections, which we'll touch on next. And I wanted to make sure that the home sites had some distance between the homes,
Yep.
so you weren't like this close. I got all 3 of those, but I did lose the battle on the screen and porch.
Aw.
But it's about $1,800 to
Okay.
do that. So I was like, I think people are okay with that.
Well, at least we have the start of it.
Yes, which is like the most
That's
expensive
the
and
most
hardest part.
expensive part, yes.
So that's the cool part.
Awesome.
But we'll just kind of step in here real fast so I can show you and everyone watching something very fun that you can do online.
Perfect.
So it'll be easier to see when you're on the website. It's a little low here, but when you're playing around with the interactive floor plan, when you scroll to our website and you just click on one of the houses, it'll allow you to see the floor plan in real time. We do have this little button. Just make sure that you're doing this from a computer because it will not pop up in mobile mode.
Okay.
That'll show dimensions. So if you're curious about a specific room, at least that'll give you a good idea as to how your furniture might fit.
Yes, that's important.
You can also play around with our furniture planner. Now, this comes in handy if you're really trying to see, hey, will my furniture fit?
Right.
This is an underutilized tool because I can literally come here, I can put it in a room and move it however I need to, and then place and see how it would look in that room. So I've taken a full-size bed and put it there, but say, we're gonna delete that. And so say I wanted to do a queen, boom, still plenty of space. Say I wanted to do it on a different wall. Turn it really well. It goes around to the side. So at least this will help you figure out, hey, can I actually make this work? Will it not work? It's way less stress. So with that being said, another really cool tool that I see a lot of people not utilizing that much, we actually do an exterior color visualizer.
Oh, nice.
So say you're choosing the Forest. I've got 3 different exteriors to choose from. I've got elevation A, elevation B, elevation C. When you switch from A to B, it will automatically show you the adjustment, and the same thing for C. So it'll show you how it'll look in real time.
That's nice.
The next thing about that are my color schemes. Say you come and you're like, hey Ken, I love the brick from B, and I love black and white, and I just desperately want something that looks like this.
Yes.
It'll save you time, everyone time, if you just first go and look at this and send it over to me, and I can price out anything based off of that.
That's
We
nice.
do not charge for any colors, like color schemes. It's just going to be the exterior. So if you're switching from like a shake or board and batten or a brick, now before you start seeing dollar signs pop in your head, because everyone thinks it's going to be really
Ken,
expensive.
here's the reveal, the
Yes.
price.
Pricing's actually super low, which is cool. Typically, what you'll see, and you'll see it in a link that I'll talk about once we're inside,
Okay.
but it usually will range no higher than $5K.
Wow.
Yes, so from the base price to like the most expensive exterior, it'll range anywhere between about $1,000 to $5,000. Some, it'll only be like $3,000 for the highest exterior. Some it'll be $5, some will be $2, some will be $4. So
if we were playing on the Price is Right now, we would go home. We would be overbid right now.
Would lose.
yeah, I was like,
But
We would-
you
we would
are
add-
a
we would
winner.
Add an extra zero.
well, and that's what
Yes.
a lot of people do. And I know it's because everyone's been almost traumatized with seeing, especially us new home builders, every single thing's an upgrade and
Yes.
it costs this. That was my number one thing when I was telling them I wanted to keep it at a certain affordability range here,
Right.
was to allow people to actually choose what they want without feeling almost bottlenecked into having to spend a fortune to get it.
Yes, and it is so hard across the triangle, being within a 30 to 45-minute drive from Raleigh,
Yes.
to find something under $350 that
And-
actually has packages
Yes.
and choices, and you're not this close to your
Yes.
neighbor. Hi, neighbor.
I was like, what's helpful? If your neighbor's cool, then it's this.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
this is true, but it's like, go home. I am home.
Let me see. And then speaking of Raleigh, something pretty
Yes.
cool. We are 27 minutes to North Hills. If you're not familiar with North Hills, it's basically anything and everything you could possibly want is there.
Outdoor shopping,
Yeah.
dining,
Live
it's the place
music.
to be.
Can I say
Yes.
the OC on that one?
Yes, that is more like the OC. Lance loves to say things look closer. He tried to say downtown Clayton was OC. See, there we go.
I had to do that face. So sorry. I was like,
Disclaimer. North Hills, Raleigh, yes. Clayton is not OC, no. But we still love Clayton. But
yeah,
it's not,
no,
it's
Clayton's
not
awesome,
OC.
but yeah, it's a little different.
Zebulon is a diverse and growing community with great housing options, a cost-effective lifestyle, and still close enough to Raleigh and the surrounding areas to enjoy plenty of amenities with a short drive.
Yep.
If you found this information helpful, please click the like button below so others like you can find this information as well. And if you're looking for more information on this community or any others within the Raleigh or surrounding areas and looking to purchase a home, we would love to help. All you have to do is reach out to us. My number's right there on the screen. If you want to give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email. We would love to chat. Till next time, we'll see y'all later.